Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This video will only make sense if you watch the first and second videos in this series. The first one is planning and prompting and initial creation of one of these websites. The second one is building one of these websites and perfecting it. The third one, which is this video, is launching this website on Vercel. Now we're going to use Vercel just because I prefer Vercel. It's a little bit easier, but you can use Netlify or you can just use any web host provider. Now the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go to github.com and I'm going to press new here, and this is going to create a new repository, and I'm going to call this something stupid probably, Texas wedding website. We'll make this private just so I can put my env variables without worrying about it, and then we'll just press create right here. Okay, and then we'll follow these instructions here. So just so you know, this is the state of the website that we've got. If I just show you the website, so we'll go to localhost. This is what it looks like. It's a very, very simple website. It's a dynamic website with caching, and the caching uses MongoDB. So we'll just press search here and you can see what one of the pages looks like. You can see it says top wedding centerpieces in Austin, Texas. So if someone searches wedding centerpieces in Austin, that's what we're trying to do. And then if we had a wedding business, we would put our business at the top here, clearly labeled as an advert to not break any FTC or whatever they're called guidelines. Okay, so that's what we're doing right now. So I'll press Control-C to quit out of this, and I'll type CLS to clear everything. And then we're going to just do all of these steps here. So because this is a brand new project, there is no GitHub linked to this. So I have to write git init. Oh, there was one, never mind. And then we'll do git commit, first commit, like that. That looked like it might not have worked. Maybe do git add first, there we go, and then git commit, there we go. Oh, it does say git add, there we go. So git branch -m main, like that. Git remote add origin, like that. I'm just following the steps that it's telling me to do, and then git push u origin main. That should just work. Beautiful. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to vercel.com. Okay, good. The website that I'm keeping private is not here. Good, perfect. So add new here, project, and then we'll import Texas wedding website. And then we'll click environment variables. So I'm just going to my environment variable folder here, my local one, and then Control-A, Control-C, and then just pasting it into here. I know you can't see my screen, but I'm just talking about what I'm doing basically. And then after you've done that, don't go back on my screen yet. Then just press deploy, and now, okay, you can go back. It's now deploying, and there might be some errors here. The reason being is a local deployment is not necessarily the same as a deployment on Vercel, okay? So there might be some problems here, but I'm not really expecting there to be any problems. So we'll see how this goes. So it says creating an optimized production build, linting and checking validity of types, ... which is the real kicker. There we go, generating static pages, there we go, all generated. And then we should see under here, the sitemap being created, deploying outputs. Okay, it worked. Beautiful. So what we can do is, we can now press add a domain right here, and yep, I'm gonna have to buy another domain. So we'll click on the top here, add new domain. Buy a domain, and then what name did it give me? There we go. This is probably going to be taken. If this isn't taken, I'll be very surprised. Oh, okay. There we go. Next year, we're going to be hit by a load of bills all at the same time because you buy a domain for a year, and I've probably bought 10 domains recently. Okay, there we go. We've now bought that domain, so we can view this domain, and then we'll go back here. The project should be here. Why is it not? There it is. So we'll click these, manage domains, and then click here, wedding directory Texas, add, and then just press add here. Okay, so that's now done. Beautiful. Let me just go on Search Console. Yeah. Okay, so I'm just going to press add a property here. You can go back on my screen now. Okay, so the same domain we'll put here, weddingdirectorytexas.com, and we'll press continue. And then we're going to press copy here. And I'm going to go back over to Vercel, and I'm going to click on, I'm going to press edit here. I should be able to, let me just go back to domains at the top here, go here. I need to add a text record with a value copied from Search Console, and then just press add. And you should see that here. And then if I press verify, there we go. Go to property. We now have a verified Search Console. Okay, so we're almost there already, guys. So now if I go to the actual website, so what is it? Texas Wedding Directory.com.
Wedding Directory.
Oh, Wedding Directory Texas.com. Beautiful. And then /sitemap.xml. There we go. And then if I open this up, we should see our beautiful, there it is, sitemap with 5,000 URLs. Perfect. Now what we want to do is we want to submit this to Search Console. So we'll just do that. Oh, sorry, that's not what I want to do. I want to go on sitemaps here and submit. Could not fetch. If it says could not fetch, just do it again. I don't know why it doesn't, I don't know why it does that. On the first time, it never does it. And then on the second time, it always does it. It's kind of weird. And then what we want to do, the final kind of stage here is to submit this at the top, just the home page, okay? Now, I normally do the home page and the key category. So we'll continue. I'll do what I always do instead of just trying to skip things. So I'll open these two pages here. Beautiful. Look at that. Oh, such a nice website. So testing live URL, and then we'll press request indexing once it says URL is available to Google. And then we'll do the same with cities. So test live URL. Okay, and then /categories. So we'll submit this, /categories. And then we'll see if there's any other pages that I want to submit. Cities, no. Yeah, let's do popular cities, may as well. Let's just ignore that. You didn't see that? Let's do, that's kind of annoying. I kind of want to fix that. Oh, actually, I do. What I'm going to do, actually, guys, I'm going to fix that error because I want to show you how you can edit this website. Because this is one thing that people get confused by. They think that once it's live, how the hell am I going to edit it? So I will show you guys that. Final thing, request indexing. And then I just want to check if this is already indexed. Okay, it's not. So oftentimes by the end of a video, it is actually already indexed. But in this case, it's not. So let's say this is 3 days later, okay? And suddenly you realize, oh no, but my Houston pages, the CSS is all wrong. But what can I do, Hamish? So this is 3 days later. It's not actually, but let's just pretend it's 3 days later, okay? So what you need to do is you need to go to your GitHub, okay? And you can see this is the GitHub right here. I don't know why it says 2 days ago. That's kind of confusing, but okay. And we'll copy this, and we're going to open up Cursor. You don't have to use Cursor. You can use anything, but I'll just use Cursor. And then we'll do File, Terminal, New Terminal, and then Open Folder. We'll call this anything. It doesn't really matter. Wedding, Texas. So select folder here. And then we'll go back to Terminal, New Terminal, blah, blah, blah. Okay, and then we'll do git clone that, and then dot. Okay, so, and then we need to just to check. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so think about this logically. This is your project. Just it's 3 days later, okay? So we lost the other cursor, and you might think to yourselves, right, how can I edit this? So one thing that you will need to do is you'll need to grab the .env variables. My favorite thing is .env variables. Just go off my screen. So I'm just going to grab the .env variables, and I'm going to call it .env.local, and then paste, and then save, and then close that, and then you're going to go back on my screen. Okay, so you can see now I have the .env.local file. I just took that from the old cursor project, okay? And then we want to do npm install, like that. Okay, so what is it that we're actually fixing? We're fixing popular cities, right? That's the actual, what is it, wedding? So we want to fix popular cities. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a screenshot. I'm going to include the URL, like that. And I'm going to say Control-Shift-I, and I'm going to say, please, wait, first thing I'm going to do is at codebase, and then at folders, and then source, at folders, and then do I need any of these? App, probably, yeah. There we go. Okay, and I'm going to say, oh, sorry, also at .css, at .css, at .css, no, tailwind, at tailwind. Okay, so you need to give the context of your project to Cursor again, right? It needs to understand the project. I'm going to say, please look at the image. The CSS of my city pages has not been implemented properly. Please double check why and then fix. And then Control V for the image, and then we'll hit enter here. So it's now searching the files, it's reading the files, it's understanding the files. And then looking at the image and comparing it with the code base, I noticed the styling for the city pages needs to be updated to match the design. The main issue appears to be the link styling and layout. Here are the necessary changes. Okay, beautiful. And then we'll accept these. And then we'll do npm run dev. We'll open up localhost. Okay, scroll down, open Houston. Okay, that's still completely messed up. Okay, so we'll say, listen here, mate. This is white and looks bad. I just want another page like, no, not like that. What was it? Categories. It needs to look more like my entire project for consistent styling. Check my second image, paste, and press enter. So let's go back here, Houston. Please double check the actual implementation of Tailwind on these pages because your changes made no change to the actual look, except removing the search, which I didn't ask you to do. Normally what the issue is that there's some kind of, the Tailwind hasn't been installed properly or whatever it might be. This happens all the time. It's very, very common with Cursor specifically. So we'll accept all here. Okay, so it's added the search back, but I mean, yeah, still not quite what I want. Please look at my code base and stop pissing around and fix it. Thanks. Okay, delete source styles global.css. Source styles global. Oh, you can just press the thing and it'll take you directly to that page. That's pretty useful. Move source pages city name.tsx to, oh my god, that's gone. Move source pages name.tsx to app city name.tsx. App city. There's nothing in there. Okay, that looked like it did something. Okay, and then, okay, so I deleted the files you asked me to delete. Now it says this. Okay, so now it's fixing the layout file. This should be the final step here. There we go. That looks terrible. Has that just completely changed everything? Yeah. Okay, we're almost there, I believe. Please fix the CSS as the search bar looks weird. And also the city pages are now 404ing. Why is that just there? God, the header's completely screwed. Beautiful. And then I'll just say, please fix the header as you made it look weird. Oh, it did. Cancel. Cancel. Okay. Okay, there we go. So now we have these pages working properly. That was a little bit more complicated than I would have liked, but you know, it is what it is. Sometimes these things are complicated. So you might be saying to yourselves, how can I now push this live so that this page looks like this page? So it's actually very, very simple. All you do is we do git add dot, and then we do git commit, and then git push. And then we put our arms or our hands behind your head, You do a good stretch. And then you go on Vercel. The stretch is very important, guys, don't forget. And then this should be building. So you can see here it says building. First commit. Don't do what I do. Make sure to actually write what the commit is and what it does. Now, one thing that might happen here is that because of all those changes we just did, there may be TypeScript errors. That's perfectly normal. Don't worry too much about that. Another couple of things while we're here that we may as well look at is you might want to actually have a favicon, right? So if I just open public here, you'll see that there should be a favicon somewhere. So if you do want a favicon, what you would do is you'd have to code the favicon into it. Let's just do it, fine. Let's use chat for this. So I'll do Control K. No, I won't, I'll do Control L. Where is my favicon coming from? And then I'm going to do Control Shift so it searches all of my files like that. For some reason, it's only searching the sitemaps. Read my whole code at codebase. Okay, so simply place a favicon.ico. Okay, that's fine. So let's go to ChatGPT and we'll say, make me a favicon for a wedding directory website in Texas. Sure, why the hell not? Make it a .ico file using Python. So obviously, you probably want to make this a little bit nicer, but like, I don't really care. As long as it has a favicon, I don't give a shit. Okay, so now I can just press download here, and then I can just drag this over to public like that, rename this. This is not going to look good, by the way. You would have to put this on Canva, make it a circle, make it transparent, whatever. I'm just showing you how to do the codey parts of this. So it should be here. Oh, there it is, you bastard. So move it here, replace, there we go. Right, now if I do npm run dev, you should see let's go on incognito. There we go, beautiful, look at that beautiful favicon. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to repush that. So git add, git commit. So let's see what it looks like now. What is it, wedding directory Texas.com. So this page should now be fixed. There we go, beautiful, like I said. So now git commit, git push, and then in about 2 minutes, 3 minutes, this will now be updated to the new favicon. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. This is how you make one of these websites. Just be very mindful and check your cloud console on Google constantly to make sure you're not spending a shitload of money, okay? Just make sure of that. Be really, really careful. One more thing before we go. Let's just see if it's indexed, just out of curiosity. It is indexed. Let's see if this is indexed. Okay, so you can see there's something about these websites. I keep talking about this. Nobody's listening to me. Or I hope some people are listening to me. A lot of people are giving me negative feedback about this, but you can see there's something about these websites that just mean that they get indexed immediately. Google likes them, etc., etc. Now, the final thing I'm going to say is after you've got to this part here, make a Facebook, make a TikTok, make a Instagram, make a whatever, YouTube channel, put links from all of those, make a Pinterest, put links from those social medias to your website and vice versa. Put like a little TikTok button at the bottom of your thing. You can do that on cursor. You can say add social icons with links in my footer, add the links to my .env so I can easily edit them. So what that'll do is it'll basically just add, I'm not going to actually do that, but it'll add little icons for TikTok, Pinterest, etc. That will show to Google that you're a legitimate business, you're a legitimate website, and you're actually trying to make a real business and not just pump and dump. I'm going to leave the video there, guys. I really hope this was helpful. This has been a 3-part series of prompting and the initial setup and the initial coding, the building, and then the launching of one of these websites. Thank you so much for watching, guys. If you're watching all the way to the end of this video, you're an absolute legend, and I'll see you very, very soon with some more content. Peace out. Watch this video if you want to know how to quickly and easily take a sample of your writing and use it to then generate more examples of that writing.